Hey, it's Jen, a bitch in a hurry, not so mystical tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sun, moon, or rising sign of Capricorn for the full moon in Cancer. This is the home of the moon. So this is the end of a major solar cycle. It's been a year of learning lessons, and it's like been a tough year. Like it seems like everything that you should be able to learn in a week has taken a month. It's just been long, it's just been like arduous, and I want to say annoying. That's kind of what I want to say. So anyways, the nice thing is you have dreamy Sagittarian season where everybody is kind of like, oh, the holidays and this is going on and maybe I'll do this, and it's, it's kind of dreamy. The nice thing is that this full moon is the gateway to Capricorn season. This is your season. And it kind of calls everybody out like, okay, you chitty-chatted about this for a while. You've perseverated on it. You've told me you're going to do this, that, and the other thing. Well, what are you going to do? It sort of calls you out. And it brings a lot of clarity with that, because when you call somebody out, they have to decide what they're actually going to do. And not just, give you some kind of weird, pre-played sort of answer. And the nice thing is, with that clarity comes the ability to make some really serious progress. So that is, that's encouraging. It's time. The clarity might feel a little like, oh, but like I said, this is your season. So it's time to make some progress with all this clarity. And we will just get started with your reading because we got a lot to talk about. We have here the Six of Swords. It's like, you've been through a lot. You've been doing a lot. Mentally, you've been through a lot. You've dealt with a lot in the recent time since the last full moon. A lot of different things have happened, and you've dealt with them all, and you've come through it okay, but you're ready for a little bit of an emotional reprieve, and that's perfectly fine. You see here, look, everybody's in their place, right? Nobody's flying around not knowing where to be. Everybody's in their place. Here, you can take a little bit of a rest, okay? Take a small rest and a small reprieve. You have dealt with what you needed to deal with. You have handled it impeccably, and now it's time to take a deep breath and take a nap. Take a little bit of a rest because stuff is coming. So get rested up. You've dealt with what you had to deal with. You've done all that stuff. Now let's move on. You have the Queen of Swords. This is one of the most highly sharp-minded individuals in the whole deck. Nothing is getting past her. Nothing. The only person who can kind of fool her would be the King of Swords, and he's not trying. Queen of Swords she's shrewd, she's tough, she is a no-nonsense kind of person. So what this says is that you've got some decisions to make, and they're going to be coming sooner rather than later. You're going to need to be on your game. Take this rest here, because with this Queen, this tells us that there's something coming for you. And I'm not saying it's something bad. I'm just saying you're going to need to be on your game and be ready for this. And we have the Chariot. So this is like unbridled, the most energetic card of the whole deck. And this can be a really good thing. And I'm glad you have this Queen of Swords here, because to kind of discern what's going on. This energy can be like a lot of times on these cards, the horses, I don't know if they're like facing each other. Like, how do you run facing each other? And on a lot of the other decks, they're facing one in each direction. So it tells you it's kind of this unbridled sort of crazy energy. And you've got the Queen to go, okay, let's be rational here. Let me sort this all out. Let's see where I can best use this energy. And you have the turtles down here, which say, let's just take it a little slower for a minute. Let's just stop and assess what's happening before we just run off like crazy people. So I think that's another reason that you have this Queen here, to help you to discern what is going on and how to best use this energy. Now, you've been doing a lot and working on a lot of stuff and overcoming a lot of things, and you're here at this Nine of Wands. This is an observation point. Now, remember, the next thing that comes is the Ten of Wands, which is the person with all the sticks on their back and they're all burdened. Or in this deck, it's a lady who's like bent over side, like at a right angle, and she's got like a whole city on her back, So this is a point in time where you are deciding what comes next. Do I want more responsibility? Do I need to pick up more responsibility? Or am I okay where I am? Do I need to add on to what I'm already doing? And especially as an earth sign, Capricorn can often take on things because you see a way to do things that's better than what other people are doing. So you're like, let me just do it for you. Let me just do it for you, because watching you is stressing me out. Be really mindful of that in this time period. Do you want to pick anything else up, or are you okay right where you are? Now, we have the Five of Swords showing up. Five of Swords can be negative thinking, it can be defensiveness, it can be nonsense sort of things happening, like somebody talking about you. It's just a distraction, it's a waste of your time. So if this does come up, just, you're too busy for it. And, you know, like with the Chariot, you have all this energy and all this stuff going on. You have like this huge amount of stuff to do. This is a waste of your time. So I guess this is saying that there may be some things that come up, and maybe it has to do with this responsibility thing here. Do you need another rod to carry? No, because that will overburden you. The Ten of Rods is overburdening. Do you need that? No. So when this, whatever this other thing that comes up, something is coming your way that could be a huge burden to you, and it's saying like, say, hey, no thanks, I'm all set. Now, what's exciting here is because you have all this energy and you have the Queen of Swords to say, hey, what are we going to do with that? You have the Six of Cups. There's something that you've wanted to do for a really long time, and I think this is the time for you to put some energy into that, whether it's learning a craft, you know, like woodworking, or some kind of dance, or traveling. There's something that you wanted to do for a really long time. This is the time to do that. You're going to have the energy, ambition, funds, the whole thing to do that. And we have here the Knight of Pentacles, which is a major success. This is a tangible success as well. So it says to me that when you do this, whatever this thing is, when you put some effort toward that, you're going to see some success, and you're really going to be able to enjoy that, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like a job or money, but it's something tangible that you're going to be like, I love doing this. Why did I wait so long? Now, the other thing we have here is the Tower, and I think this has already happened. This Tower moment has already happened, which is why mentally you were a little bit tired. But you've dealt with this. It's just saying, hey, don't bring this back up. This has happened and it's over and done, and you've dealt with it, and it's time to move on. And we end up here with the Four of Wands, which is the family card, the card of like harmony and peace, and that things are going really, really, really well. So know that following your dream, having this passion that you believe in, not picking up the extra burden here at this Nine of Wands, not doing all these things to yourself, and really, whatever this is that you wanted to do since you were a kid, or that you wanted to do for a few years, whatever the time frame is, do it, because you're going to really enjoy it. Let this Tower moment go. It's done and it's over. It's past. You've moved on from it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something bad. I don't think this was something bad. I think this was a major change. And major change in just the way that you look at things, and the major change in the way your life is structured. It isn't bad, it's just different. And that's what this is saying. Harmony is still possible. Happiness is still possible. Family still is there. Don't give up on all of that. Pursue your dreams. Do the stuff you want to do, and move on and be happy. Can't wait to hear what you do with all of that.